Hello there, welcome to Yearly Reviews, the weekly web series reviewing the video games that I played for the year of 2020 because I had nothing better to do during a pandemic. So without further ado, let's jump right into this week's review.
We're tuning next week where I'll discuss the top 10 reasons why I fucking hate Firewatch.
Yeah, like that's ever gonna happen. Oh no.
So we're going back to this then? Okay. The walking sim genre of video games is a mixed bag for me, because it's so easy to make a walking sim that just isn't good, and then there's ones that are actually pretty great. Some examples of the former would be Everybody's Gone to the Rapture and The Arrestver, and examples of the latter would be What Remains of Edith Finch and The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. But then you get walking sims that are just okay. Nothing really special to them. They're not the worst, but they certainly are not the best. And then you get some which are a tad overrated in my opinion. An example of this is the game we're currently reviewing, Firewatch. At least doesn't have a long as balls name compared to the other walking sims. Firewatch is about a man named Henry who has taken up Firewatch duty in... I've forgotten how to pronounce this. Shoshone National Forests. I most likely butchered that, but okay. A year after the Yellowstone fires back in 1988, he later comes into contact with a supervisor, Delilah, via walkie-talkie. Henry actually signed up for the job to deal with his wife's early onset dementia, and he and Delilah become friends over the coming months of the job. But when strange activity happens all around the park, such as dead people's belongings appearing out of nowhere and forest fires, with no one having a clue as to what the hell was going on, Henry and Delilah try to find out what is happening and ultimately try to escape the forest that they're in. One notable thing about this game that everybody gushes on about is the art style, or in my case, the lighting of this game. Everything is this really warm and cool orange, yellow and red palette. Words cannot describe how much I love it. I felt that the connection and interactions between Henry and Delilah were also pretty neat, and I found the use of dialogue trees to be interesting. Though that's probably due to the two main leads of the game who were also behind the first Telltale Walking Dead game, and hell, the use of walkie-talkies was said to be akin to Bioshock, so that's two of my favourite franchises that this game uses as inspiration. The game's mystery also felt neat, for the most part, and I just realised I used the word neat a lot in these reviews. So, about that ending, I'm just going to put this here.
Spoilers!
Am I the only person who thinks this ending was disappointing? Everybody gushes on about it and I just found it okay. Like, I didn't really feel anything about it, it was just a normal ending, nothing really special to add. I also wasn't a fan of how the game just skipped several days. I know it's to convey how Henry and Delilah's relationship grows, but it felt like the game was just trying to rush to certain plot points. But my main gripe is with the gameplay. Most of the time, you're walking aimlessly, and although the environment looks great, there's nothing really substantial to it, which is a major disappointment. Like, a game like Edith Finch has an interesting layout in the form of the house, but this game just has a bunch of bumps and hills, and that's it. So those were my opinions on Firewatch, and they were certainly mixed. It certainly isn't the worst game I played, and this isn't the worst walking sim I've played, but it certainly is one of the most disappointing games I've played. I think I was expecting too much from the praise that everybody gets it, and I guess I got my hopes up way too high. Don't get me wrong, I like certain parts, like the relationship between the main characters and the environments it presents, but certain other things such as the overhyped ending and the lack of an interesting layout make it a mixed bag for me. Now, I need to reiterate once again, this is not the worst game I've played, and it certainly is not the worst walking sim. I mean, as I said before, it's actually kind of easy to mess up a walking sim, and for an example, tune in next time. Hey folks, thanks for sticking to the end of this review. If you like what you saw here, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys making comments on these videos. They make up my day and I read every single one of them. If you like what you saw here, feel free to look at the newest review and look at the latest review. And if you want to watch more, feel free to hit that bell so you know when a new review drops. See ya and thanks for watching.